What is up, folks, and welcome back to Hytale. In today's episode, I'm going to be showing you guys how to build this small, cozy little seaside cottage. So sit back and enjoy. And here is a list of resources you will need to complete this build. Alright guys, so before we get started on this build, I'm going to show you guys the foundation that we are going to be building on. As you can see, it's kind of a weird foundation, a little bit of an odd shape, but just note that we're going to be placing our logs on these blue blocks here. So I'll give you a second here if you would like to copy down this foundation, just get you a good view there. Alright, now to get us started, we're going to come to each blue block and we're going to go 5 logs up. So do that in every single corner here and on every blue block. Alright, and once you've done that, you're going to come down to your foundation. We're going to do 2 cobblestone blocks here. Fill in the gaps here with cobblestone. 3 across right here. Go all the way across on this side. All the way across on this side. All the way across on this side. And then this side here, we're going to do 1 to the back, 1 to the front. Leave that opening there. We can actually fill these in with cobble as well, since we're actually going to have a 3x3 door on this side right here. And then we're going to have our 2x2 door on the front here. We'll also have an additional door up here at the top. To the side here as well, you're going to take your cobblestone and then bring these all the way around till you get to right about here. We're going to end up having stairs right here, so we'll come back to this. Next, we're going to take out our stone bricks and we're going to fill it in here. We're going to go 3 up, all the way across, 3 up. Fill this in all the way over here. 3 up, going all the way across. 3 up on each side here. We're going to leave an opening for a window on both sides here. And then all the way across here. For this side, we're going to do 3 up. And then do upside down stairs all the way across. And this is where our 3x3 door is going to go. Back to the front here, we can actually put upside down stairs right here as well. And then above each window frame, do another upside down stair. Do the same thing on the back side. Your structure should look currently like this. Now we're going to take our logs and we're going to come in and fill all of this in. Fill in all of the gaps. And once you've done that, come back to the front. Stick out 1 log here, 1 log here, and 1 log here. Do the same thing on the back side. 1, 2, 3. Come back to the foundation here. You can fill this in with cobblestone, just to complete your door frame. And then we can take our 2 doors, 1, 2, just have them facing into each other there. And then to this side, we're going to fill this in with our large door, like so. Next, we're going to do the stairs going to our 2nd floor. So we're going to start with 2 stone brick stairs there. And then you can take this all the way up to the wood log level here. You can fill all of this in with stone. And then coming back to the front, 1 stone block up, stones, brick stairs on each side there. And then come to the side here, and you're going to do upside down stairs and right side upstairs all the way up to the top till you get to right about that level. Then you're going to do a full-size stone block, do upside down stairs wrapping around the side here. And then you can do your stone walls, turning the corner into the side of the house. Make sure this is all filled in below. Should look something like this. Next, you're going to do some upside down wood stairs. This is the red wood. Upside down red wood stairs here. Red wood stair here. And red wood stair here. And then you can cap this off with the redwood shorts. Do the same thing on the back side. Next, you can come in with your windows. Fill in the gaps here. Do the same thing on the back side. Now we're going to use our blue cloth roof, and we're going to build a little overhang here right on the front. Do 2 on facing out, and then 2 pointing into the brick on each side here. Next, take your upside down rope. Do 1 on each side there. And now you're going to do the same thing over here, except it's just going to be a little bit shorter. Like so. Next, come to your left side, and we're going to build a small temporary platform 2 blocks out in between these 2 stacks of logs. Now you're going to take your redwood roof, your shallow version, so the long slopey version, you're going to build a ramp all the way across. And once you've done that, you can remove the temporary platform below it. We're going to do the same thing 1 level below that. So just build your temporary platform there. This just makes it a little easier to place those blocks. And then do another slope all the way out like so. Delete your temp platform. And then underneath, you're going to grab your slabs. Do a row across, just like giving it a little bit more support. And then next, your redwood beams all the way to the bottom of the canopy. And now you have a little overhang on the side there. Last, you could take your stone brick walls and do a little wall going all the way around like this. And then last, before we move to the second level of the house, we're actually going to fill our floor in here with more of the redwood slabs. Alrighty, now we can move on to the second level. For the second level, you're going to want to take more of your ash logs here. I think that's what we have. Oh, cedar logs. I'm sorry. And do 4 up, continuing the pillars we had on the first level. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. And then go all the way around. Now you can come in with your cross trestles. For the front here, we're going to do a row on the bottom. 4 up on each side. Bridge it across. That leaves us with a nice little 2x2 window here. Coming to the right side, you can fill all of this in. And then do the same thing again. Do a row on the bottom, 4 all the way to the top, and then bridge it across for another 1x2 window. And then coming to the side, we're going to do another 1x2 window frame here. So 4 up, bridge it across. And then we're going to have a 2x2 door here as well. So we're going to do 2 across like this. And then we're going to grab our redwood stairs, and we're going to do those upside down, and then our 2 doors facing into each other like this. Another 1x2 window at the back, and then here you can do 4 up on each side, and then bridge it across, leave this open. We're going to put a nice fireplace here later. Now coming to this left side, I actually did remove this 4 block pillar right here because we're just going to do windows all the way across. So do a row along the bottom like this, 4 up on each side, and then skip a block from each side here, leaving 3 openings, bridge it across, leaves you with 3 windows there. Coming back to the front, we're going to do our right side up slabs. We're going to do our wooden beams in the middle here. And then we're going to do 2 more stairs upside down at the top here. Next, take this is the lumberjack shelf, and alongside the slabs, do the shelving all the way across. Like so. Do the same thing along the side of the stairs. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it gives it that nice little extra detail, just bridging a little platform across the logs. Also adds a little additional support here on the top of the shelf. So just adding a little bit of extra detail. It's definitely a nice little touch. Do the same thing on this side here. Right side up slab. And then you're actually going to do another shelf right here at the top, and then shelving all across the bottom here. Should look something like this. Same thing on the back side here. We're going to do right side up slabs all across the back, and then these 2 main logs, do your beams 2 up, and then more upside down stairs. Fill in this gap here with your shelving, and then do 1 shelf block right here, right on the corner. Next, we're going to come to the right side here, and we're going to do another little overhang canopy across this side door. For that, you're going to do a temporary platform all the way across here. Take your redwood roof shallow versions and go straight across. And then in the front here, you can take your normal redwood roof, your 90-degree angle version, do another row across. So you see it kind of gives it that good slope. Remove your temporary platform, and then you can come back in with your redwood beams, and you can bridge these here. And then next, come in with your slabs and fill this in here. Gives it a nice little slope. On the left side here, it's still pretty simple. You're going to take your sideways slabs, do 2 there, and then take your shelving, go all the way across, and then at the top of each log here, just do more shelving there, more shelving here, 1 in the middle here, 1 in the middle here. Now you can go to each window opening and you can fill in your windows. The structure should currently look like so. All right, now last but most certainly not least, we are going to finish up this roof. So you're going to come up to the front here. You're going to use your wooden trestles. Go 4 across like so. 4 more across. And then 2 in the middle there. 2 more at the top. We're going to mirror that to the other side here. And then coming to this left side, we're going to do 5 across like this. 3 across here. And then 1 up at the top in the middle. Once again, you can mirror that on the other side. Next, you want to take your 90-degree angle redwood roof. You can start here and go all the way around the side. Make sure it turns the corner there. And then you can have it stick 1 out here. Come to this side and go straight across. Right here, leave these 2 blank. Come to the side and angle this one upward. Do this roof piece all the way up to the top here before you get to the top center. And then you can bring this back over across. It's going to try to form a weird shape here. You could just ignore that for now. And then do the same thing over here. Bring these up and then do your flat pieces all the way across. Next, you can take your taller redwood roof. Bring this over like this. And then you could take your smaller roof and angle that down over that like so. Do the same thing over here. Come all the way across. And then you can come up a level and once again, go all the way across. And when you get to the centerpiece here, you can go back to a 90-degree angle and just have that slope down to this flat roof here. Coming up 1 more level, you're going to do another 2 tall redwood roof. Bring this again all the way across like this. And just watch your angles. Mirror this on the other side. And now this side of the roof should look like this. You'll see a couple gaps in there. Don't worry, we'll go back in and fix that later. Now coming to this side of the roof, we're going to do more 2 tall redwood roof. Come to right about here or so. And then skip over and come to this side. 2 tall redwood roof. Come up again. Come up again on this side. And you can bring this over like so. Leave that open for now. And then we're going to come back to this side of this roof and do the 90-degree angles. Coming all the way out. So just fill in this roof space here. This is a little bit more difficult of a roof because the roof blocks can angle in weird directions. So just make sure you follow that there. And then come all the way like this. And then here you can fill that in. Backside is the same. And fill 1 more 2 tall one there. But then right here, you can do a 90-degree angle that kind of slopes down to this flat side, just like the other side. And then come across like so. Make sure you do your run of 90-degree angles on this side here. And make sure that angles into that roof there. Another row here in the front. And wherever you see these little gaps, like right here, we just had this like this, where you can kind of see through there. Just take your 90-degree angle, come to this top side here, put a top block there, and you can see it kind of morphs into the roof there. Kind of fills that gap in a little bit easier. Now you can come under your trusses here, do your vertical slabs all the way to the top on each side, kind of giving it a little bit better of a slope. Do the same thing on this side, except you can leave the top actually empty. And we can actually take these 2 out since we're going to be putting a chimney right here. Speaking of that chimney, we're going to take our brick blocks here now. We're going to come all the way to the top here till you meet that first log. Come all the way across. Fill this in. And then we're going to do 1 by 2 all the way to the top like this. And we're going to go about 2 blocks above the top of the roof there. Do our clay brick beams 2 there. And then we're going to do our clay bricks half slab, cross like so. Make sure they're angled the correct way. So the chimney looks a little simple right now, so what you can do is you can come in with your stairs, and you can kind of detail this up how you'd like. Now, what I normally like to do is remove a couple of the full blocks and put some stairs in its place just to make it look like there's a couple bricks missing. Kind of gives it just a little bit of extra detail in the side there. But now your chimney is done. Last but most certainly not least, we're going to come under these overhangs here, and we're going to place our lanterns above our door. Do the same thing on this side here. Lantern above the door. This will be where our little blacksmith is going to go. We're actually going to remove 3 of these walls here, and we're going to do a small little brick chimney, just going to at an angle like so. So we're going to come up like this, and then we're going to do our 2 walls like so. Just adding that little chimney there. It'll be perfect when we put our blacksmith under this overhang. All right, guys, so this build is pretty much done. As you can see here, we have our nice little seaside cottage all completed, all cozy. I'm going to add a couple additional details in here, and then we will be back in a second. Well, guys, that does it for today's Let's Build. If you guys did enjoy, please be sure to like, subscribe, comment, do all of those wonderful things. And I will see you guys in the next one.